In this video, I will provide more insight into FINRA adding another U3 halt on December 9th on their website. Then I will give my opinions on NextBridge hydrocarbon shares trading on the gray market. After that, I will quickly cover the DTCC chill order. And I will conclude by providing my personal prediction as to the likely outcome for MMTLP holders. First, let's go to the OTCE FINRA website and specifically click on the Trading Halts tab. Then take a second and observe all current halts. Almost all are U1 or T3 halts with two separate halt orders. Now when I specifically ask to see current only U3 halt codes, then the two U3 halt orders for MMTLP appear. Now let's ask for all halts dating back to January 2000 in order to find any similar examples. As you can see, 345 search results have been found. Now let's look through them to see if any U3 halt over 22-year period have had two U3 halts imposed on the same day. There are 7 pages of U3 halts, and I could not find another U3 halted stock which was halted twice on the same day. I would encourage investors to tinker around to find any similar examples and remember that MMTLP is a U3 extraordinary event halt which is different from foreign regulatory halts or derivative halts. All week long, the U3 halt tab did not show two halt orders for MMTLP.
Then in the morning of December 23, 2022, another U3 halt was added showing MMTLP was halted at 8:09 a.m. on December 9, 2022.
Perhaps we are reading too much into this update, but I am still unable to find any stock with two consecutive U3 halt orders on the same day and in breach of FINRA's own corporate notice stating trading would be allowed. Now let's watch Guile uses Sonic Boom to destroy FINRA in the SEC. Now let me say a few words about the gray market. I have zero experience trading on the gray market. My preliminary research shows that it is entirely deregulated and it is used to purchase an initial public offering of a new company even before the IPO comes up for sale on regulated markets. I do not believe I have enough information to believe that NextBridge Hydrocarbons would IPO. NextBridge was specifically spun off to get away from the public trading markets. The expert team was assembled to complete all further drilling and exploration and to find buyers to sell the oil and gas and land interests. I believe this would become more complex and time-consuming if NextBridge would IPO and then be bought out by another company. NextBridge is an independent public reporting company with its shareholders kept on a non-electronic book entry system. The company structure is designed to be sold off without any obstacles or delays. I am therefore of the opinion that trading on the gray market cannot occur because NextBridge cannot agree because it would affect its ultimate goal of being sold off. Now let's watch Sangif destroy FUD, FINRA, and the SEC. And then I will speak about the alleged DTCC chill order and my concluding outlook for MMTLP holders. I am of the opinion that the DTCC has not issued a chill order because I am unable to find the participant notice that is required to be issued by the DTCC alerting all broker members and retail investors that MMTLP has been put on chill. The SEC website defines both the chill and freeze orders and provides the links to check for the participant notice. Let me quote exactly what the SEC has stated. When DTC chills or freezes a security, it will issue a participant notice to its participants. These notices are publicly available on DTC's website. However, I was unable to find any such notice issued for MMTLP by the DTCC. I therefore believe DTCC has not imposed a chill order because it would be a redundant act because FINRA has already issued a U3 extraordinary halt effectively allowing them to halt trading and quoting till all issues are resolved. There is no need for DTCC to issue a chill order, in my opinion. Also, pursuant to Rule 6440(b)(4), it is FINRA's duty to disseminate appropriate public notice informing the public that the halt no longer is in effect. FINRA has not done this yet. I am unsure if the DTCC letter of securities possession applies to our MMTLP situation. However, this 3-page letter provides a speculative possibility for what may occur. I interpret the letter of securities possession, aka LOP, to state: 1. Tell me who is your lead underwriter. 2. Tell me the participant's account details. 3. This is the closing date and time by when I need to receive the security certificates. 4. This is how you deliver the certificates to the DTCC. 5. In the event that the participant member fails to deliver the certificates, and if this creates a short position, then the DTCC will credit the member's account 130% market value of the securities represented by the certificate. 6. The lead underwriter and participant member jointly or severally indemnify the DTC against any further loss, cost, expense, liability, or damage imposed on or incurred from the failure to deliver the certificate by the closing date. I conservatively speculate that half of the 165 million shares are registered with NextBridge Hydrocarbon Incorporated. The remaining NextBridge shares were sent to the DTCC. When the lead underwriters and participant members fail to deliver the MMTLP certificates, their accounts will be credited 130% of the market value of MMTLP. Now let's assume the DTCC has around 83 million next bridge certificate to distribute for each MMTLP certificate. After all next bridge shares are distributed, and if a short position remains, then the participant which holds that short position in MMTLP will become liable to pay for any additional losses incurred by the DTC on top of the 130% market value. This chart demonstrates some of my speculations. At minimum, if the participant members have a combined 50 million short MMTLP position after failing to provide all the certificates to DTC, then I interpret the letter to allow DTC charge the participants' accounts $187,850,000 instantly. If, however, the short positions cost the DTC $500 million, then the lead underwriter and participant member would be liable jointly or severally to indemnify the DTC for the remaining difference. If there are 150 million short MMTLP positions, then the DTC would charge the participant member's settlement accounts nearly $565 million. However, that is assuming each short position closes at $3.75. If the short positions end up costing $500 each, then the DTC would incur a loss of $75 billion, in which case the participant members would be liable to pay the DTC around $74.4 billion. If there are 300 million short MMTLP positions which close on average at $500, that would equate to $150 billion which the lead underwriters and/or participants would have to pay the DTC.
If you notice, the Torchlight stock is massively shorted.
Yeah.
There are not only American short positions, but also international and naked short positions. This deal is set up not to give a cash dividend at closing. So in order for the short positions to cover, they have to have the stock on their hand, because the dividend will be paid out as a preferred share, not cash. As a result, there is no physical way for the shorts to cover this stock when the time to close. And we believe, or at least we expect, that there will be, if the market conditions allow, a potential jump towards the close. We don't know by how much, and we don't know if it's going to happen, but we have seen other stocks that have experienced a massive increase towards such an event where the shorts have to, it's called a short squeeze. If you look at the statistics today, we are in the top 3 percentile globally for a short squeeze.
These are my final unqualified conclusions, speculations, and opinions. 1. Retail has done nothing wrong. 2. The company has filed and followed all required applications. 3. The SEC, FINRA, DTCC, OTC, NSCC, and the OCC all approved MMTLP trading. 4. The OCC recorded and prescribed MMTLP its own QSIP. 5. The OCC memo stated that MMTLP would settle broker to broker. 6. The governing bodies are making sure they are indemnified against any losses. 7. Domestic and international brokerages can be both the lead underwriters and participant members that hold short positions. 8. The brokerages are scrambling and behaving confused because they have been notified of the situation. And lastly, 9. MMTLP holders just need to stay alert and wait for their payday.